Now, tonight I want to begin by saying that the politicians in our country are already in a campaigning mood ahead of the 2022 general elections. But a better conversation and a more meaningful conversation to have is the repercussions that come with the electioneering period in our country every single 5 years. Now, we would like to presuppose that there will be no 50% plus one winner in the 2022 presidential election. This basically means we will have a runoff. And we say this because no one is assured of the 50% plus one without Gema's 6 million strong votes. And that's a statistical fact. We want to also imagine if Ruto, Raila, Musalia and Kalonzo run for the presidency without the Gema support, 50% plus one is not achievable. And who knows, maybe there will be a Gema candidate in the year 2022. If this happens, we want to state it here that there will be a runoff. You can be assured of this particular point. But before the runoff happens, the election results will be contested, which means that if we did an election for 123 days under the current constitution, we are likely to do an election for a good 6 months in the year 2022. The best case scenario is that we will have the new president sworn in February 2023. The worst case scenario being that the election could continue until December 2023. And we ask our viewers to read articles 138 to 141 of the Kenyan Constitution and do their own simulations. Now, allow us to break this down for you. If we have an election, the election will be held on the 9th of August 2022. After 7 days, the Constitution stipulates that the IEBC will announce the results of the presidential election. That day falls on August the 16th, 2022. The Constitution also gives 7 days for filing of a petition. That day falls on the 23rd of August 2022. Be sure that the election will be contested. Someone will go to court armed with a petition contesting the election results. The petition will be dealt within 14 days. This means that the Supreme Court will make its ruling on the 6th of September 2022. The Constitution stipulates that a runoff election will happen 30 days from the date of the first election. The date of the runoff elections is on the 29th of September 2022. Note, this will be the first runoff election. And just like any other presidential elections, the results will be released by the IEBC after 7 days, which is the 5th of October 2022. Again, be sure that somebody will file a petition contesting the runoff results. The petition filing is stipulated to happen within 7 days, meaning it should happen by the 12th of October 2022. Just like the previous election, the petition will be heard within 14 days. This means that the Supreme Court will make its decision by the 2nd of November 2022. Herein, 2 things could happen. 1, the Supreme Court could give a ruling that the election was above board and announce the winning candidate. This means that the new president will be sworn in 7 days. The date will be on the 9th of November 2022. 2, the judiciary could also nullify the runoff and call for a fresh presidential runoff election. And just like in the last runoff election, there will be 30 days to the next election runoff, which will fall on the 2nd of January 2023. If you consider that there'll be 7 days to announce the results, 7 days to file the petition, 14 days for the Supreme Court hearing, and the new president sworn in, this takes us to February 2023. Yes, it is possible that we will have done an election for 6 months. Now, that's not really the point. If we lost $1 trillion shillings in just 1 month in 2017, after Maraga annulled the election, all things kept constant, Kenya will lose 6 trillion shillings within 6 months. 6 trillion shillings is 60% of our GDP. Yes, we'll have lost 6 trillion, all because of an election. Now, if you think 2007, 2008 post-election violence was bad, if you think the economic loss of 2017 and 2020 corona period was bad, you haven't seen nothing yet. But it doesn't have to be this way. At least, this is what the head of state, President Uhuru Kenyatta, alongside his counterpart, ODM leader, the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, together with the BBI proponents, have been telling us that we actually have an option of crawling out of this mess before we get into it, and that is through solving the issue of inclusivity in our politics, especially at the apex of the political hierarchy. Food for thought right there.